as we come marching, marching in the beauty of the day. Our million darkened kitchens, our 1,000 mill lofts grey, are touched with all the radiance that the sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses.
Hello, I'm Susan Munro and I'm chair of Elizabeth's Group based in Congleton in Cheshire. We were established on International Women's Day 2018 when we had a march through the town to commemorate women getting the vote. And on that day, I learned for the first time that we had a local suffragette, a woman called Elizabeth Wolstenholme-Elmy, a little tiny thing, less than 5 foot in height and 6 stone in weight, but she lived here for 54 years and I was told she was a suffragette. So some friends and I decided to have a look, and we did a bit of research and we found out that Elizabeth wasn't a suffragette at all. She was a suffragist. The suffragettes built on the work that Elizabeth did. And Emmeline Pankhurst actually referred to Elizabeth as the brains behind the suffragist movement. So she was a pretty important little character, was our Elizabeth. But then in 2018, May, the Millicent Fawcett statue went up in Parliament Square, the first female statue to go in Parliament Square. And around the base of that statue is photographs of the most important women in the women's movement. And there, under Millicent's right foot, is Elizabeth Wolstenholme-Elmy. That was a big moment for us because we realised just how important Elizabeth was. If she can feature there in London, then she needs her own statue. And at that point, we decided on 2 strands of our work. One was to do community and national work to get Elizabeth back into the history books where she should be, because she's hardly featured, if at all. To get the community to understand how important she was and how good she would be for our town, and to work with the school children because Elizabeth is such an amazing role model. So we applied to the Heritage Lottery and were given a start-up grant of £10,000, which was absolutely amazing. And with that £10,000, we have done a lot of work. We've set up a website to house all the research that we've done and to teach people about Elizabeth. We have set up a popular presence on social media. We've produced some high quality books and booklets and film. We've had monthly stalls at all the local makers markets dressed as suffragettes, where we've raised money and told the community about Elizabeth. We've really been getting Elizabeth's name out there. We've had articles and blogs in various national organisations, Women's Political Rights, the Working Class History Museum and Hidden Women. And we've appeared on Channel 5 and some local radio. We've also had a spread in Cheshire Life, which was quite exciting. We've established a heritage trail. We've put plaques up at several places around the town and produced a map telling people about Elizabeth and what she did at the different sites. Numerous presentations to different groups around the town. We had planned for an annual Elizabeth's Day and also an annual Elizabeth's lecture, but both of those should have happened in lockdown, so I'm afraid it was scuppered. But during lockdown, we've produced a series of 6 lockdown videos, a film review of our project for the Congleton Arts and Heritage Festival, and more recently a series of short little films called Talking Elizabeth, where we've taken the Alan Bennett's idea of a monologue and turned it into a bit of fun, a bit of fiction that is based on Elizabeth's work. So that's been fun to do. Without our Heritage Lottery money, we'd have really struggled to keep going. But with that money, we've been able to do this community work, and we're halfway to our target for a statue. So 2022 International Women's Day is our target for the unveiling of the statue. And we'd just like to say thank you, Heritage Lottery, for giving us that little start, that little toehold that's helped us to go on. Thank you very much.
As we come marching, marching, we bring the greater days. For the rising of the women means the rising of the race. No more the drudge and idler tend the toil where one reposes, but a sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses, bread and roses.